What's up everyone, Darcblade here bringing you the next episode in my series of guides to the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Witcher contracts. Like always, these are on the Death March difficulty. For this episode we're going to be looking at the contract, the Woodland Beast. You can get this contract either from the signpost near the border post or talking to the commander in the same location.
Huh? What do you want?
Hear about the notice. Got monster trouble?
Trouble? Good one. We're not having trouble. We're up shit fucking creek. Some shaggy fuck knows what sitting in the woods attacking every plough and transport that dares take the high road. We need out of bolts, arrows, rations, all around fucked. Sent a patrol out. Looks never came back. So the job's simple. Bring me the fucker's head, and I'll give you gold. As much as the notice says. I'm not gonna haggle. Quartermaster won't budge. But I can throw in a pass that'll get you across the Pontar. So, deal?
Sounds fair. See what I can do.
Now this is a fairly straightforward quest. Actually it's easier than the previous one. You can even get through this contract with minimum fighting. So first head over to this area. Now you will be approaching some ARghouls. They are tough undead creatures. They're very similar to ghouls, but they're more intelligent and they hit a lot harder, especially on Death March difficulty. So make sure you use some Necrophage oil before going over there. Also use any other buffs you wish before going over there. A tip for fighting ARghouls is to use the Axii sign. The Axii sign will allow you to stun one while focusing on the other. But either way, prepare yourself for a tough fight, especially if you're underleveled for this quest. Once the ARghouls are dead, head over to the area marked on your minimap. Use your Witcher senses to inspect the area.
Clawed and gnawed. Necrophages fed here, but all the wounds they inflicted are post-mortem. Looted bare. Either someone stole the cargo after the monster attack, or our monster collects military paraphernalia. Clawed and gnawed. Necrophages fed here. Footprints, but all the wounds they inflicted are post-mortem. Either that or the monster's a humanoid. Look like claw marks, but here, an arrow. Shaft's broken off right at the skin. Something's fishy here. I should follow these tracks.
So like Geralt suggested, follow the tracks into the forest. Eventually you will come across some drowners. Drowners can be a little bit tricky at times, especially when there's a lot of them. So make sure you use Necrophage oil again. You can also do a lot of damage to drowners because they are weak to Igni. So make sure you use the fire spell. Also for this fight I would suggest using a few bombs as well, especially because there are a few of them and I find that bombs are the best way to deal with multiple enemies at a time. On this difficulty too as well, I always advise using the Quen's sign as it helps with your survivability, as you cannot take a lot of hits on Death March difficulty. One tactic you can use is to kite the drowners away. Some of them will turn back if you do this, meaning that you'll have an easier time taking down the rest of them.
Some. Damn, you're ugly.
Now really this was the hardest part of the quest, unless you do one of 3 options that are coming up. After you looted the bodies, continue towards the marked area on the minimap. There are 3 possible outcomes to this quest. However, I'll explain what these are in a minute, so continue on to the marked area on the minimap.
One step more and you'll gain a new hole in your head, Dwan. What do you seek here? Speak!
Need to talk to your commander. It's important.
I don't trust you.
Figured as much when I saw your bow aimed at me. Still have me in your sight. And I'm just not prone to doing stupid things. I can assure you of that.
I'll be assured when you hand me your weapons. Come on, your swords. Drop them, and I'll take you to Venosio.
Fine. Lead the way.
That gun. Strange. No monsters trouble us.
Might not trouble you, but the Redanians are convinced something prowls these woods. Hired me to kill it.
Well, they're mistaken. It's not the first time. There's no monster here. Your work is done.
This isn't a game. Men have died.
Soldiers have died. Radovid's soldiers, serving the man who torments the End-Shay from the Great Sea to the Blue Mountains. Soldiers who joined in massacres, tortured our brothers, raped our sisters. I shan't cry for them. And will not stop attacking those transports. We must eat, same as you. So you've a choice. Leave now and forget what you've seen, or die.
Do what you will. I'm not about to get involved.
Give him his things, and toss in something for those transports. Wise decisions should be rewarded. Vafael.
Now, like I said, there are multiple outcomes to this quest. As you can see, there is no monster, there's just a bunch of Scoia'tael. Your first option would be to do what I've done here. Doing this is probably one of the more honourable, easier ways to do it. The second is to refuse either to hand over your weapons to the archer, or to refuse the Scoia'tael leader. Doing so will result in a fight with the Scoia'tael, and on this difficulty it could prove quite tough, especially again if you're under-leveled. The third option is, do it like I've done here, and when you get back to the Redanian commander, you can double-cross the Scoia'tael and tell him that it was a bunch of Scoia'tael and not a monster attacking the transports. However, doing this will result in the Scoia'tael ambushing you later in the game, towards the outskirts of Novigrad. Although the way I did it here was probably the easiest way, you get little reward from the commander. However, doing it the double-cross way will result in the most experience and rewards.
You're back, finally. Did you get the beast?
No. Searched the woods, didn't find a thing. Might have moved on.
That, or you one shite, would you? What are you still doing here? You're not getting any coin. Just a kick in the arse if you're lucky.
Overall, this contract was very easy. It was actually easier than the Devil by the Well. It's not tough at all. If you do it like I did in the video, you should have no problem, even on Deathmarch difficulty. The story behind it was so-so. It was the standard fantasy bandits raiding army transports, but it was not bad. So anyway, I hope this video helped, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you my guide to the Witcher contract, Woodland Beast, on Deathmarch difficulty in the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.